The reason why you might be undermining yourself, or the fact that you don't feel confident, is really an inner core issue that everybody has that we're not aware of. And we put, the fear of failure, the fear of embarrassment, the fact that it will be a waste of time, people's opinions and reactions, foreseeing the situation, we put it above the truth and the real potential that we could have. And we worry about the consequences of our actions so much that we'd rather hold ourselves back. My name is Tulin Vural, and I help inspire and influence those that want to live an extraordinary life by changing the way that they think and live, to live outside the norm and know that there's so much more to themselves and to life. So if you're really interested in that kind of content, please give me a follow. That would be amazing. So in this video, you will learn the problem with undermining yourself, why we do it and how to actually resolve it. The fact that you undermine yourself is already breaking yourself down. And once you're down, you're already defeated before you even start. And this leads me into negative cycles. So think about it, you say all these negative inner dialogues with yourself and you create these unnecessary scenarios, and the result is that you talk weaker and your posture's poor, and you say something and you mess up, and you approach that situation in a certain emotional and physical state, and that is going to reflect back at you. So it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. You're doing that to yourself without even realizing. So it's like a cycle. Weak performance leads to poor results, poor action, and poor action leads to bad results. And the fact that you have bad results, you think you have low potential, bad potential, and the cycle, it just goes on and on. So it's like you're going into an interview and you're nervous and you're scared, and it is completely normal. If you've never done it before, it's normal to feel like that. But if you're in that bad state, you already know that you're gonna. Sometimes once you walk into that room, you've already decided to yourself that you're not going to get that job. So how do you reverse this? What you do is you simply change your perspective. And I will continue more in the video of how not to undermine yourself, but changing your perspective will help so much. Meaning, if you say to yourself, I'm excited to prove X, Y, and Z. And people prefer if you were just authentic, honest and real than trying to be perfect and trying to not mess up, because people feel that from you, and what you feel inside is gonna reflect out. So this leads me to the Eminem section. So if you've ever seen 8 Mile, when Eminem's on the stage and he's already dissing himself about, he lives in a trailer park. Yes, his mum sleeps around. He's taking ownership of his weaknesses already before the other rapper does. And there is a certain strength that comes from someone who knows their weaknesses and owns them. Another aspect of this is your comfort zone. You will only become more confident by doing things that make you feel uncomfortable. And in the beginning it will be scary, of course it will, but over time you will feel so much more confident, and you'll give yourself the evidence and you'll prove to yourself that you are capable. And one quote from Joseph Campbell, when he says, "The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure that you seek." And that is so true. So be comfortable in the failures. Be comfortable in embarrassing yourself. Failure is a part of the process. That's a fact. You can't avoid whatever you want in life without facing obstacles, tripping up, taking 2 steps back and then forward. So real courage is doing it despite the feeling of fear. So you have to do things that you don't want to do on a consistent basis, to prove to yourself that you can do it. And before you know it, it will get easier. So realize, the failure is the best medicine for growth. My true failure is not even trying. I'd rather feel the feeling of failure than, that having that feeling of regret that I didn't even try. Undermining yourself. This leads me into, how we lower our standards, our relationships, our friendship groups, our work passion, our habits, because what we do is that we do this because we fear failure. And worse than that, we do that because we fear the fact that we will again prove ourselves right, that we are not enough and we're not deserving of X, Y, and Z. And we do this without even realizing. So we foresee the situation and we'd rather protect ourselves from disappointment, failure, and embarrassment. And we do this subconsciously, like I said, without even realizing. It's taken me 2 years to even realize this. So we lower our standards for that split second because it's what we think we deserve from past experiences. And we protect ourselves because, our mind, it seeks things that will prove the belief that we're not deserving and we're not enough. So you're actually doing so much more damage to yourself. And I was doing so much more damage to myself. And Tony Robbins talks about how one of our deepest fears is that we'll never be enough, that we don't deserve something, we're not worthy, and that we're not loved. And babies, he says, when babies are born, they need love. Without love from their mother or father, without that affection and bonding, it can't survive. So it's a very primal part of our brain. So we lower our standards, and it's the biggest fraud that we do when we do it in every aspect of our lives without even realizing. So what we need to do is we need to dig up, things from the past, or, become aware of why we are the way that we are, and just become aware of it and simply just observe them for what they are, rather than making it our reality. If you don't understand why you think a certain way, you think that is just the way that you are, when really it's just from past experiences and stories that you told yourself over and over again. So realize that you are enough and that you are deserving and you can heal from this. I used to think, I am confident, I do deserve things, but we're not surface level. We have a lot of deep experience and memories and childhood woundings, whether big or small, and could just, when you're younger, could have been just that 5-minute conversation that could have impacted your life forever, and you might not even know about it. So that's why it's important to journal and really think things through and become aware of why you are the way that you are, and the fact that you're not tied to your past anymore. You can have what you want. You are deserving of things, and you are worthy. So I've really enjoyed talking about this, and I hope you have too. If you have, please give me a follow for more content like this. So thank you so much for watching, as always, inwards and outwards. See you in my next video. Bye.